Assalam-o-Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this video from book Tasheel Nahw, we are going to learn about Al-Atfu bi harfin and or Atfun Nasq, the conjunction. As usual, first I am going to read from the book and then I will be explaining inshallah everything on the board. Definition: it is a tabe which appears after harfu atf. The harfu atf appears between the tabi'un and matbu. The meaning of amil applicable to the matbu is also applicable to the tabe. The tabe is called matuf and the matbu is called matuf alay. Ja'a Zaidun wa Amrun. In this sentence, Ja'a is fail, Zaidun is matuf alay, Waw is harf atf and Amr is matuf, and then matuf alay becomes file, then file become jumle failiya khabariya. Huruful atf. The various hurufu atfin are as follow: lakin, bal, la, aw, imma, hatta, thumma, fa, wa. Their detail are as follow. Wow, it is merely used for the conjunction without regard to sequence. Don't worry about it, I am just reading right now. I am going to explain you everything in detail inshallah on the board with a practical example. Like Ja'a Zaidun wa Bakrun, Zaid and Bakr came, hence sequence is not considered. Fa, thus, then, it conveys the meaning of sequence, that is tartib, like Ja'a Zaidun fa Bakrun, Zaid came, then Bakr. It can also convey the meaning of casuality, sababiyya, like Anzala minas sama'i ma'an fatusbihul arzu mukhzaratan. He sent down water from the sky, therefore the earth become green. Summa, then, it conveys the meaning of sequence with delay, like Ja'a Zaidun summa Bakrun, Zaid came, then after some time Bakr came. Hatta, up means up to, till, even. It conveys the meaning of endpoint, ghaya. Qara'atul Qur'ana hatta akhira, I read the Quran until the end. Qadim al-hujjaju hatta al-mushah, the pilgrims came, even those on foot. Imma means either or. Al-thamaru imma hulwun wa imma murrun, the fruit is either sweet or bitter. Aw, or labisna yawman aw ba'da yawmin, we stayed for a day or a part of a day. It is generally used with in an interrogative istifham. Azaidun indaka am Bakrun, is Zaid with you or Bakr. La, not, this negates from the matuf that which has been established for the matuf alay. Ja'ani Zaidun la Bakrun, Zaid came to me, not Bakr. Bal, but instead, rather, it is used for izrab, that is to give up one notion from another. If it appears after a positive sentence, it is ijab or command. It negates the ruling for that which is before it and affirms it is for that which is it after. For example, Ja'ani Zaidun bal Bakrun, Zaid came to me, rather Bakr. If it appears after a nafi or nahi, it confirms the ruling of negation for the one before it and affirms it opposition, that is opposition of negation for the one after it. Ma qaratul kitaba kullahu bal ba'zahu, I did not read the whole book, rather I read some of it. Lakin, but, however, it is generally used with a nafi and serves the purpose of istidrak, that is rectify. Ma ja'ani Zaidun lakin Bakrun ja'a, Zaid did not come to me but Bakr came. Notes: if the matuf alay is zamir marfu muttasil, then its zamir munfasil has to be mentioned after it. Zarabtu ana wa Zaidun, Zaid and I hit. However, if after the zamir marfu muttasil another word appears before matuf, then the zamir munfasil need not to be mentioned. Zarabtu al-yawma wa Zaidun, Zaid and I hit today. Ma ashrakna wala abauna, neither us nor our father associated partners. If the matuf alay is a zameen preceded by harf jar, then the matuf should be always matuf should also be preceded by the same harf jar. Marartu bika wa bi Zaidin. I passed by you and Zaid. Okay, let's understand this on board. Okay, so to understand this matuf alay, first we need to understand some terms. One is called ma'mul and another one is called amil. Amil means a word responsible to make any change, or you can say influencer, a word which influence the next one. And mamul is a word influenced by amil. Let me explain you this with the help of an example. See, here we have rajulun with zamma. Let me make this bigger. Here rajulun means man. So here rajulun is having zamma or pesh on it. When I add one of the harf jar before rajulun, now the i'rab of rajulun is converted to zair, that is rajulin. So now here ala harf jar is the one word which is influencing the another word, that is rajulin, to change its i'rab from zamma to kasra. So we can say amil is ala harf jar and rajulun is ma'mul. Okay, now if you understand what is amil and ma'mul, let's understand what is matuf and matuf alay. Suppose I want to say, suppose there is a sentence where you want to say pen of Zaid and Bakr. Here there is a two owner of the pen. One is Zaid, another one is Bakr. So if we want to write this in Arabic, how we are going to write it? We are going to write like this: Qalamu Zaidin. Here Zaid is the muzaf ilay, that is the owner of pen, and qalam is muzaf, that is the possession. Then we are adding a waw for meaning and then we are writing Bakr, and we are giving zair to Bakr. Now the question is, we do understand why we are giving zair to this Zaid, because we know the i'rab of muzaf ilay is always Zaid. But why did we give i'rab to Bakr? So we gave i'rab to Bakr because Bakr is also muzaf ilay. So here we can say this pen is actually influencing Zaid as well as Bakr. So here qalam is amil, both Zaid and Bakr are mamul. So did you understand now what is matuf and matuf alay? Oh sorry, so I didn't explain you what is matuf alay. So if you able to understand everything, if you understood everything just I told you in all the 9-10 minutes, then you can able to understand the matuf alay. So remember, the same amil, that is qalam, is influencing the Zaid as well as Bakr to change their i'rab as muzaf ilay. So now they both are muzaf ilay for the same muzaf. So the first one, that is Zaid, this can be known as matbu or ma'tuf alay. and the second mudaf ilay, this can be known as tabe or matuf. Now between Zaid and Bakr, Zaid is the actual mudaf ilay, Bakr is also a mudaf ilay, but this i'rab of this Bakr is under Zaid. That's why we are saying Bakr as a tabe. So now Zaidun is called matuf alay and Bakr is called matuf. So from this example it is clear that whenever any amil is influencing two words or more than two words, the first word which is closer to amil is called matuf alay and the rest of all the other words are known as matuf. For example, in this sentence we have Qalam, Zaid and Bakr. So here Zaid is very close to amil because Qalam is here acting as a amil. Always remember, what is amil? Amil is someone who is responsible for change in i'rab. So here why we are changing the i'rab of Zaid? We are changing the i'rab of Zaid because Zaid is mudaf ilay. And can we write mudaf ilay alone separately without mudaf? No. Mudaf and mudaf ilay should be together. So it means the i'rab of mudaf ilay or the existence of mudaf ilay is totally depend on mudaf. So here that's why we are saying mudaf is amil and Zaidin or Bakrin both word are as a mamul. So Zaidin is very closer to the amil Qalam, so Zaid will be known as matuf alay and the rest of the other word will be known as matuf, which is under the matuf alay. So what is matuf? Matuf are those words which comes under matuf alay. And what is matuf alay? Matuf alay is a word which is closer to the amil or which receives the direct influence or effect of amil on it. For example, if I want to say I want to add any other word, of course we can add any other word here like Muhammadin. Here this Muhammadin is also matuf or tabe. Let's have another example. When I am saying Nasara Zaidun wa Amrun, here Nasara affecting the both word Zaid as well as Amr. Because why we are giving pesh to Zaid? Because Zaid is file and does file exist without fail? No. So here this Nasara fail is affecting Zaid as well as Amr. So now when these two words have the same amil, so the first one which is closer to amil is known as matuf alay and the second one is known as matuf. Now what is the analysis of this type of sentence? We will say Qalam is muzaf, Zaidin is matuf alay, Waw is harfe atf. What is harfe atf? Harfe atf are those type of harf which create a difference between matuf and matuf alay, or you can say which separate the matuf alay from multiple matuf. See, after Zaid we have Waw, then we have Bakr, then again we have Waw, then again we have Muhammad. So here this Waw is separating all the matuf from its matuf alay. So here the analysis will be Qalam is muzaf, Zaidin is matuf alay, Waw is harfe atf, Bakr is matuf, then Waw is harfe atf, Muhammad is matuf. Now one matuf alay, that is Zaid, meets with its two matuf, that is Bakr and Muhammad. Now this whole sentence become after becoming matuf alay, it can become muzaf ilay to kalam muzaf. In second sentence, nasara is fail, zaidun is matuf alay, wow is harf atf, amr is matuf. Now matuf alay becomes file of nasara fail. Hope you understand what is matuf and matuf alay. Now there are some harf matuf and their uses. They have their own meaning as well as their own rulings, how we are going to use those harf atf in our sentences. So we have wow, then we have fa, then we have summa, lakin, hatta, then we have la and imma, or okay, let's see from the book because I do not remember all of the harf atf. And see, it is okay if you are not able to remember all these things. At least you should know where you can able to find all these things. So we have written wow, fa, summa, hatta, imma, aw, la, bal, lakin. Aw, bal. The rest is written here. Now these all harf atf play a very similar role. They all are harf atf, which means they all are used in a sentence to create a difference or separate the matuf from its matuf alay. So all these harf have the same task, but they have some different responsibilities. They all have a different meanings and they all have a very different rule as well as a translation when we are using in any sentence. For example, both wow and fa used to create a difference between matuf alay, but a sentence with wow have a different meaning as compared to the sentence with a fa matu harf atf. So all these harf atf which is written on your screen has their own translation and uses in the sentence. We are going to learn about all these one by one. Let's first learn about wow. So when we are going to use wow as a harf atf, wow harf atf can be used in a very general situation where you simply want to separate the matuf alay and matuf. Okay, it's a general use. It does not have any other meaning except and it does not have any some hidden translation meanings as well. So the use of wow harf atf is very common and general, whereas fa can be used in a two different situation. One, fa is very similar to wow. Fa is very similar to wow. That's the first use of fa. But there is also a second use of fa where the fa is used as a sababiya. Sababiya means reason or cause why these things happen. For example, we can, when I am saying nasara zaidun fa amrun, here I am saying Zad helped, then Amr. It means Amr did not help until he saw the Zad that he was helping. So here Amr, the helping of Zad became the reason for Amr to help. If Zad did not help someone in past, Amr will never help that person. So the Amr only helped because he saw Zad helping. So here how we are understanding this meaning? We are understanding this meaning because of this fa. Because this fa tell us that there is a reason and cause behind Amr's helps. If there is no help of Zaid is in existence, there would be no existence of Amr help as well. But now Amr helped because he saw Zaid helping. But if we add wow here instead of fa, now there is a very different translation. Now there is a very different translation as compared to the previous one. Now we are saying Zaid and Amr both helped. Now it's a simple translation. Here we do not get the idea that who inspired whom and how one helped each other, another one. It does not give any idea. So that was the second use of fa. So wow and fa is completed. Then we have summa. Summa is used with a sequence. Summa used with a sequence. It means first this happened, then the word after summa happened. For example, when I am saying Nasara Zaidun Summa Amrun. So here I am saying first Zaid helped and after some time Amr helped. So in Summa there is a delay of action as compared to Matuf. So Matuf Alai. So in Summa Matuf did the same thing but with a little delay of time as compared to Matuf Alai. So here Amr is Matuf. So Amr did help someone but he waited for little longer as compared to Zaid's help. Now there is no, if you see, there is actually no difference between Summa and Fa. It seems like there is no difference, but there is a very difference. Not in a translation, in general, in daily use, we do not show all this difference in while translating. But for understanding the better concept of this sentence, we should remember their difference. In the first sentence, Zaid is the person who inspired Amr to help. So Zaid is the reason why Amr helped. But in second sentence, no one inspired anyone. They both helped, but Amr helped little with a delay. He did not just suddenly help someone. He waited little longer and then he helped. So that's the use of Summa. So in Summa we have a sequence order. For example, if I add Summa again and add some another name like Muhammad. Now here it means first Zaid helped, then Amr waited little longer, then he helped, and once the Amr helped, then Muhammad waited for little longer and then Muhammad helped. So here these are in a sequence order. So that's the main part of Summa. One more thing which you have to remember, and I think it is easy because we have already practiced a lot of Tabe and Matbu. Both the i'rab of Tabe and Matbu should be similar. That's why we are giving pesh to all these three words, because these all three words are a file of the same fail, that is Nasara. Then we have Lakin. Lakin is generally used when we want to deny the first sentence and accept the second sentence. For example, when I am saying Nasara Zaidun Lakin Amrun, here I am saying Zaid helped but Amr helped. So here actually I am saying, I am denying the first sentence, that Zaid is not the person who helped, Amr was the person who helped. Now there is some other use of lakin also, which we can see in the book here. Let's see. Lakin, but however, it is generally used with a nafi and serves the purpose of istidrak, to rectify. Ma ja'ani Zaidun lakin Bakrun ja'a, Zaid did not come to me but Bakr. One more thing which we should remember with the use of lakin is that generally lakin used with a negative sentence, which means we have to add ma before nasara. Ma nasara Zaidun lakin Amr, it means Zaid did not help but Amr helped. Then we have hatta. Hatta means till. Let's understand what is the meaning of hatta and what its uses. Up to, till, even, it conveys the meaning of the end point, which is called gayat. The gayat and mughayya, these are the very important terms which you are going to learn in the later in a bigger fiqh book, inshallah. Gayat means the ending point. So hatta is generally used when you want to say that something happened till its end. For example, when I am saying Qaratu al-Qur'ana hatta akhirahu, it means I have read the Quran until its end. It means I kept reading until I finish the whole Quran. So hatta always tell us about the end or about hatta generally used to finalize or in the completion of any action. So first example was to tell you that to show you how hatta used for the end point. Second ayat is second example is telling us or showing us how hatta comprises the whole group or comprises the everyone as a part of one action. For example, when we say qadimal hujjaju hattal mushat, mushat means someone who came to Hajj by walking. All the pilgrims came, all the hujjaj came, also even those who were walking, visiting the Kaaba by walking. So that was the use of hatta. Then we have la. La is very common, we know. The la is generally to deny something, like this sentence also used with ma. So ma nasara Zaidun la Amrun, it means neither Zaid nor Amr helped. See the use of la. Not. This negates from the matuf that which has been established for the matuf alay. Ja'ani Zaidun la Bakrun, Zaid came to me, not Bakr. So here this sentence is used without ma. That's why it's only denying the last part. Like Ja'ani Zaidun, Zaid came to me, not Bakr. But if we add ma before ja, then the whole sentence will be wrong. So the example I gave you, not the whole sentence will be wrong. It means the whole sentence will be this part will be denied as well as this one. If for example, if we say ma ja'ani Zaidun la Bakrun, it means neither Zaid came to me nor Bakr. So the example I gave you, this example is accurate, not wrong. You can use with a positive sentence as well as negative. It means you can use with a musbat fail as well as manfi fail. So when you are using with a manfi fail, it means there is a denial of both fa'il. It means neither Zaid nor Amr helped. But when you remove the ma, it means Zaid is the only person who helped, not Amr. Now then we have imma. Imma is actually used for choice, either do this or that. See, either or. As-samru hulwun imma murrun, either the fruit is sweet or bitter. Then we have aw. Aw is also used for an option, either do this or that. Labisna yawman aw baza yawmin, we stayed for one day or half of the part of the day. So here we have an option, either we stayed one day, the whole day, or we stayed for part of that day. Then we have means or, it generally used with an interrogative like a Zaidun indaka am Bakrun. Is Zaid with you or Bakr? So the use of amr is also to provide option, but this is generally used with a question mark where we want to know whether this happened or that happened. Then we have bal. The use of bal is little different. Let's understand this. If bal used with a musbat fail, the first part, it means before bal, the whole sentence will be, it's simply when bal is used with a musbat fail, it denies the first part and establish the second part. So here not the Zaid but the Amr is the person who came to me. But if the bal is used with a manfi fail, in this situation bal is not actually denying the first part, denying the second part. It means there is two uses of bal. If bal is used with a musbat fail, it denies the first part and establish the word after bal. But if the bal is used with a manfi fail, so now bal is not denying the first part but establishing the second part, but with some reason, with some rules. Let me make this very easy for you. See, bal is another form of negative meaning. Negative, like there is a negative word, manfi word, ma or la. Bal is also very similar to them. So when we are not using ma or any harf nafi in a sentence, bal is enough to make that sentence a negative or make that convert that fail into manfi. But when we are using a word manfi with bal, here bal will not play any important role because the meaning of bal is already found in with a manfi word. Let's understand this with example. When I am saying ma qaratu al-kitaba kullahu, I did not read the whole book. So the first sentence is already manfi and it gives the complete idea to the listeners that I did not read the complete book. So if I did not read the complete book, it means I did read some of it. So now we are saying bal bazahu, but few of some of it. So the first part is already establishing what we are going to use after bal. So that's the use of bal. So always remember, it's not that complicated. If bal is used with a positive sentence, that time bal will convert that positive sentence into negative, and if the bal is used with a negative sentence, bal will play bal word will not play any part in that sentence because that sentence is already in negative form. So that's the use of bal. Hope you understand what is matuf and matuf alai. All of these details you will be, when I am going to teach you qasas, inshallah, qasasun nabiyin, when we will be doing tarkib and solving all the exercises and textbooks, inshallah, you will be able to understand all these words with their practical uses. Now we have fill in a suitable harf atf, translate, fill in the Arab, analyze the following sentence. First one is atufahan akalta, and I told you, we already read in the book that if a sentence is harf istifham and we have to use one of the harf atf, we are going to use because is always used with harf istifham. So atufahan akalta, did you eat an apple, or inaban or grapes. Second, qaddamtu ilayhi at-ta'ama, I served him the food. Now ma akalahu, he did not eat. So what we are going to add between this? I think we should add lakin, but he did not eat. Ma qabaltuhu, I did not met him. Bal, but rather kabaltu wakilahu, I met with his lawyer. So I did not met him, rather I met with his lawyer. Ba'a uqaruhu. Ba'a means sell. I do not recall the meaning of uqar. Who is Zamir here? Uqar, I do not recall the meaning. Please look into the dictionary. And manzilahu means his house. Here also we are going to use imma, this one, either, because we are getting an option to choose between one of this, which one he is going to sell. Sallal imamu, imam praise. Summa al Ma'mun means then the followers. So that's what happened in the prayer with Jama. First Imam do something and then the Muqtadi, the followers do the same. Anta fa'alta haza. A sentence start with question. So again Anta fa'alta haza am Zubair. Did you do, you did this or Zubair? Now we have 3.10.5 Atful Bayan. This one is the very easiest chapter. So let's read this. It is a tabe which clarifies or specifies its matbu. Often it is more famous name or two names. For example, Kama Abu Hafsin Umaruhu. Abu Hafs Umar stood up. Kama fail. Abu Hafsin muzaf ilay matbu. And Umar is tabe. Here the matbu is known as mubayyin and tabe is known as bayan. This happen in every case. In mausuf sifat, tabe is known as tabe is known as sifat and matbu is known as mausuf. Then in mubdal minhu badal the same thing happen. And then matuf alay same thing happen. Now here in atful bayan we also have the different name of tabe and matbu. So matbu is known as mubayyin and tabe is known as bayan. In the very simple and easiest way, if we want to understand Atful Bayan, so remember, Atful Bayan is the another form of Badalul Kull. Okay? Atful Bayan is the another form of Badalul Kull. What happened in Badalul Kull? In Badalul Kull, we use a two different word which refers the same person. For example, Zaid, who is a doctor, I am saying the doctor Zaid came. So here the word is doctor is used for the Zaid and Zaid is also used for the same person Zaid. So we use a two word, both of the word referring to the same person. So that is Badlul Kull. In Atful Bayan the same thing happened. We use a two different word and the both word refers to the same person. For example, Kama Abu Hafsin Umaru. We have used a two word, Abu Hafsin and Umaru. These two words refer the same person, that is Umar. He is the father of Hafs as well as his name is Umar. But what is the difference between Atful Bayan and Badalul Kull is that Badalul Kull can be used in any form. It does not bound with a famous name. But in Atful Bayan, it is bound and it's the rule that matbu or mubayyan should be a very famous title or name. Okay? So Atful Bayan is especially related to the use of name, whereas Badalul Kull can be anything. That's the difference between Badalul Kull and Atful Bayan. So if you understand the Badalul Kull, you can easily able to understand Atful Bayan. See, Ja'a Zaidun Abu Amrin. So here Zaid is the same person who is the father of Amr. Now let's see the exercise. Translate, fill in the Arab and analyze the following sentence. Kama Aliyun Zainul Abidin. So Zainul Abidin is the same person as Aliyun. Ja'alallahu, Allah made Al-Ka'bata, Kaaba, Al-Bayt al-Haram. So the Al-Bayt al-Haram and Kaaba represent the same thing. Qiyaman lin-nas. Then we have chapter 4, and I think this is the last chapter of this book. Yes, it does have some section, but this is not that difficult chapter. There are few of these things we have already understood and learned in the previous chapter, inshallah. So in the next class I will be teaching you the 4th chapter and the last chapter of this book, Tasheel. Nahw. Assalamu-Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.